Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a testing new makeup video and we're going to chat about some things. So if you guys want to see me put on some makeup, talk about some new makeup, and I also have an announcement, then just keep watching. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I usually like to post about 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes more, sometimes a little less. I'm still trying to figure out if I can get my butt in gear for Vlogmas, so we'll see how all of that goes, but without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay guys, so I have no makeup on. I just put on moisturizer a little bit ago, and I was gonna put on foundation before I came on camera, but I figured let's go ahead and try the Glowish Blur Jam while I'm on camera. Now I just apply this, I just take whatever's on the little seal cap thing, which I heard you're supposed to keep, and I just kind of put it in the T-zone. This is a silicone-free blurring primer, and honestly, you guys, I am so odd sometimes, I feel like, because when it comes to primers and stuff, I can never make up my mind. I know some people can try things like this and they're like immediately yes or immediately no, and for me, I'm like, I don't know, is it doing anything? Is it doing anything? I even remember I put some of this on in a different video and I asked you guys, like, can you tell if there's a difference in my skin? And nobody said anything, so I'm like, I don't know if there is a difference or not, but so far I don't hate it. It doesn't pill, which is a total plus for me, and I did pick this up during the Sephora sale, so I was happy to get it at not full price. Now, I don't have a new foundation today, but I am going to be trying some new products from Lisa Eldridge. So I figured I would dig out my Lisa Eldridge foundation, and I have the shade 22 in case any of you guys were wondering. I haven't used this in a hot second, so I figured let me go ahead and try it because I'm guessing maybe you guys are buying her stuff, maybe you're placing an order and you're wondering like what shade to get. I know I had a friend recently that was trying to figure out her shade and I was like, oh, I bought 22, hope that helped. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend this in, and I think this sponge is from Kaleidos, which I'm gonna be trying their complexion products today as well. So I'm just applying this on my face. I want to make sure I get a good amount of product on my face. I feel like this foundation shade could be a little bit better of a match on me, but you know, I haven't used it in a long time, so let's see, maybe I feel like today it looks okay. So my ever-changing mind when it comes to these things. I'm also washing brushes today, which I'm very excited about because that was long overdue. I had a little pile that I wanted to clean, so I'm excited because those are upstairs drying. So my big announcement, this is kind of a interesting story, but I had mentioned to you guys, I think a week or 2 or 3 ago, that I wasn't feeling well. I had been complaining to my friends that I was feeling really tired, and I was like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Like, you know, I was feeling really bad because I was like, oh, I feel so unproductive, but I just can't. And I was thinking like, what's wrong with me? Nothing really like registered. And then I had like my best friend's baby shower, and again, I was just feeling kind of crappy, and I was like, okay, this is weird. And then that week I had a really weird symptom. I was feeling super like gag reflexy. I don't know. I mean, my gag was really triggered, which is not something that I really experienced, so I was a little bit shocked. And so I was like, oh, this is so weird. Like, I wasn't throwing up, I was just gagging. And so there was like weird things like triggering me, mostly like scents. And then I remember I took my daughter to the playground and some kid came up to us that had a very smelly diaper. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm about to hurl. Like, this kid needs to go. So anyway, all of that aside, I was like telling my husband, I'm like, this is so weird. Like, I feel so pukey. And I feel like anyone that's a mom watching this has probably already figured it out. But I didn't figure it out. So then the next day I was like in the kitchen with my husband and my daughter, and we were just like doing our morning stuff, and I opened up the trash can and the scent from the trash just like hit me, and I ended up like throwing up in our kitchen. So if you haven't seen my video from like a few months ago, I actually had toxic shock syndrome, and basically that's when you have like an infection and you go septic. And so when I get sick like that, my husband gets really concerned. And so he's like, we need to go to the doctor. Stat, like, why are you throwing up? Are you having toxic shock again? And he was very nervous, so totally understandable. Okay, I'm going to take a bit of a break from telling my story to try the new Kaleidos, these things. So they sent me a package. This packaging, by the way, is, I mean, I don't want to say insane, but like it's so custom and fancy. It's all like metal. And it was so funny because I got this PR package and I was opening the products on Polo with my friends, and it was literally like iced because it's cold here now. So I thought that was really funny. So we have the Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio. I think I'm going to use the shade Tan, but I do have the Kaleidos Instagram pulled up because I did feel like I needed to read up on these. Fill, sculpt, and chisel with the Symphony Contour Trio and a versatile 5-shade range that applies to the face in an ultra soft glide. So where do I put everything? Okay, so chisel enhances and refines facial structure naturally. Sculpt easily sculpts and accentuates features. And then fill recreates the fullness of true skin with a intrinsic glow. Oh my god, I can't read. Okay, I think this should work. Tan. Let's try it out. I did just say I clean brushes, but do I have them here? Sort of. I'm gonna use the Sigma Holiday brush. So let's try this shade out as a bronzer. And I've had to guess these are very pigmented, so. Ooh, I haven't contoured in years. Like, talking about these made me think of the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and like how people were buying those by like the truckload back in the day, and now it's like, I don't want to look gray, I just want to look sunny. Like, I've been in the sun, even though we literally have like a bunch of snow outside. So anyway, I'm just gonna throw this on. It's blending really nicely, and I do have all of the shades. Some of mine did shatter in transit, but they are sending me replacements, so I don't want to like try and hold up the broken shades, but this is what they look like. So I'm wearing the shade Tan, and I believe Kaleidos already started their Black Friday sale. So if you guys are interested, check that out because everything is like 20% off. So I did use my Sigma powder that I always use, but I'm going to try out a little bit of their powder as well. I'm just going to apply that on the under eyes. I've been trying to set my face a little bit more because I've been noticing like right here, it just looks a little too shiny for me, and I'm like, why? Not a fan. Okay, so this one that's called the Face Illuminator. This one seems like they apply it almost like a highlight. So I have a few of the shades. I think I want to use medium. So we'll see, because I don't know if I can pull this off, but I will definitely try it for science. So it literally... Is there a shimmer to this? I literally feel like I'm just putting white powder on my face. I need to watch somebody else's video, because on Kaleidos Instagram, they're just like running it where you would put highlighter, but I feel like I'm just putting like matte powder on my face. So need to do some research. Let's see what it says. Introducing Symphony Face Illuminator. Generate stellar from within radiance with full-size fill shade featured in our Symphony Contour Trio. A weightless soft glide formula blurs and mattifies, naturally brightens targeted areas for enhanced dimension. Yeah, in the video it looks like they're putting like a satin highlighter on, but for me it's definitely more of like another setting powder. So I think if you guys were curious about these products, I would maybe buy the trio because then you can get like a bronzer and a setting shade, but this is as far as I'm going with this situation. And then I want to use this blush. I picked this up during the Sephora sale. It's in the shade Starla. This was definitely one of those things that Instagram made me buy, which never usually happens. But I saw this color and I was like, ooh, that's pretty. I kind of want to try that. So I did grab it in the mini size from Benefit. And I don't know if you guys all watched like my Instagram stories, but I got played by Sephora in Fargo. I did like in-store pickup and I really wanted Terra by Benefit because my friend Angie raves about that blush, and I picked it up for in-store pickup and they gave me like a tester. So here I am on like Freya's birthday and I'm like wanting to wear a Terra, and I realized that they gave me a used blush, so I still need to like find the time to go back and like return it, but I was so annoyed. Does this have any pigment? I'm trying to pick it up with this. I mean, I feel like I can see it, but I also feel like, I don't know. It looks very light. Maybe I can like build it up a little bit. I did get another blush during the Sephora sale as well. This was on recommendation from Babs Beauty, I think, and Makeup by Cheryl. They were both raving about the Sephora blushes, and so I figured I'd grab this shade because I think Babs Beauty was talking about this one. It was called Fascinated, and this one was available in store, and she said it's a bit of a shimmery blush, and you guys know me, I'm a sucker for a corally blush, even though I have a million of them, so I did grab it. That's pretty. I like this one better than the Benefit one, if I'm being honest. I'm still curious to try Terra. Starla I kind of picked up on a whim, but yeah, that's what that looks like in case any of you were wondering. And then I have the new highlighter palette from SugarDrizzle. They actually sent me their eyeshadow palette as well. That's launching for Black Friday, so I think I'll do a separate video on that. But I figure I could use the highlighter palette in this video. So let me go ahead and pop up some swatches for you guys. Okay, so this highlighter palette has 6 beautiful, colorful highlighters. And I'm trying to show you guys as best I can, but I did swatch them all. And yeah, we have 6 shades. I'm not sure how much this retails for, but they did send me this one. And I have a code with SugarDrizzle, so if you use the code KHMAKEUP, you can save on their website. But I don't know if these will be discounted for Black Friday already, but I really like the size of this. It's a nice skinny little palette. So I'm going to put the shade, I think I'm going to go with Star Nights on my cheeks. And you guys know me, I don't love colorful highlighters, but I've definitely tried to embrace them because I feel like they're coming back. And this one is beautiful. It has like a pinky shift to it, which I thought would be very wearable with everything else I have going on today. So I'm just really layering that up. I really want to blind everyone with my highlighter today. So yeah, it's very pretty. I don't want to call it subtle because it's not, but this color is just like, for me, a more wearable, colorful highlighter. So I'm kind of here for that. And I'll do my brows later. I don't fill them too much. I got them done the other day before my daughter's birthday. And the lady wasn't my usual gal. I don't know if this lady was like trying to get revenge on me for something I did in like a past life, but she was brutal with my face because I also got my like upper lip done and it hurt so bad. I thought I was gonna have like bruises. I did have like small little bruises, but she was brutal with that thread. Okay, I will never forget that. I will never forget that. Okay, so that is the face mostly done. Now let's get to the exciting stuff. I want to play with my Lisa Eldridge stuff. Oh, and I have to keep telling you the story. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. Okay, let me tell you a little bit of the story. So I was dealing with this whole toxic shock thing. My husband is very much always on the alert when I'm sick. So we decided to go to the doctor, and we went to like the urgent care because that was just like, I don't know, the first thing in our brain was to do that. Oh, I can do my brows while we tell the rest of the story. So anyway, we get to urgent care and he stays in the car with Freya, and I go in to like get an appointment and whatnot. And I'm like, all of a sudden I'm just like, but what if I'm pregnant? And all of a sudden like my wheels started spinning because I'm like, okay, like I was a little bit sick with my daughter, but not like terribly sick. And then, you know what hit me is like the cravings I've been having. So I'm not like a big deli sandwich person, but when I was pregnant with her, I constantly craved deli sandwiches, which they tell you you're not supposed to have like cold meats, like, and things like that. So I had just been on this massive like turkey sandwich kick. And I was telling my husband, I'm like, oh my God, these turkey sandwiches are so good. Like, let me just make you one. So that hit me. And then I'd also started eating, I had stopped eating sour candy, those like sour rope candies. And I had bought a bunch of them when I was pregnant the first time. And I hadn't eaten them since I had her, and I had a stash and I had started eating them again. So it hit me like a ton of rocks that I'd had a lot of the same cravings that I had when I was pregnant with my daughter. So we get to the doctor and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, doctor, you know, I was like, I have a sore throat and I've been gagging. I was like, I feel like it could be like something that's causing that, or I feel like I could be pregnant. I was like, I don't really know how because I haven't had a period since I had my daughter. The only period I had was when I had toxic shock, and then I haven't had a period since. So here I am just like, oh my God, 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 because I honestly like love my life right now. My daughter just turned a year. I'm like, we finally have like our little routine. You know, I can handle it. I'm finally out of like the newborn stage, and she's like growing up. She's like very independent. So many things I was looking forward to. And so I was like really nervous because I just was not ready to have another child just yet. And I don't know. It just made me nervous because right now I stay home with her and it's fine. I would like to definitely have more time to myself, but I just don't have any extra help other than our really sweet nanny. Other than that, like our parents don't live here. So I don't have like the option of being like, Grandma, could you come over and watch her for a bit? So in my mind, I was thinking like, okay, maybe we can have another one in like a few years, because I still felt like I had some time to have another one. If she was going to be an only child, that was fine too, because I'm an only child. My husband's an only child. Like, I'm very used to the only child thing. It's not bad. I personally really enjoyed being an only child, all of the things. So we do a strep test, a pregnancy test, and a COVID test. And I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I was very nervous. And so I get home and we're just like waiting for the test to come back. So our tests come through like on this app, and I'm like, okay, I was negative for strep. And then I was just like chilling, like talking to Rail, trying to relax. And then I got the pregnancy test results and I was like too nervous to look. So I handed him my phone so he could check. And Rail's a very like, he doesn't like make sarcastic jokes. He never will be like, oh, you know. So he's like, you're pregnant. And I'm like, no. I was like, stop. You're just messing with me. And he's like, no, you're pregnant. I'm like, ah. And I don't want to come off as like I'm disappointed or anything. I was just very, 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 very surprised. And my husband kind of cringes when I tell the story, but I was just not expecting it. And it was so surprising. And I will say, for a week or two, it took a while. Like, it took a while to adjust. I'm still definitely not like 100% like, yay, you know, because it was so unplanned. But I am excited. I feel like it was just like the universe being like, okay, like, here you go, like, you don't get to decide. Well, technically I did get to decide, but it was definitely like unplanned. We're calling it an unexpected surprise. So I am pregnant. I'm actually out of my first trimester now, so I'm gonna be due in May next year, and I'm honestly terrified because I'm gonna have 2 kids under 2 years, which I've heard is very intense. So I'm very nervous for that. I'm very nervous for another C-section because I had a C-section with my first child, and I've heard that it's not very safe to have a normal birth. I'm not telling you guys these things because I'm soliciting advice. I'm really not. If you want to share your experience, that's totally fine. I'm just telling you what I know, what I've heard. Obviously, I'm going to do more research into it, but I'm nervous for that because I had no problem recovering from it from the first time, but I also just had a newborn, which newborns mostly sleep, and like that was manageable. But now with like a newborn and a toddler that doesn't understand, I'm really, really nervous. I'm also nervous because my parents aren't here yet. They were supposed to hopefully be able to move here, and with COVID and everything, it's just been delayed. And so there's so many things like swirling in my head that I'm really nervous about. On the flip side, I'm so excited for my child to have a sibling. I've never had one, so I think that everyone's just really excited. I'm really excited. I'm just nervous. I just want to be like honest with you guys because I'm sure that there's other people out there in this world that are dealing with similar feelings, and I'm in no way trying to discount how excited I am, but I'm also like genuinely nervous, genuinely don't know right now how I'm gonna do it, but I feel like, you know, it is what it is, and life is what happens when you're like not expecting it or something. There's a saying. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm nervous. That's my big announcement. I don't plan on having any more big announcements for the end of the year, but that was like something that was so unexpected because like I was thinking like end of the year, okay, let me do like my Sigma thing. I've got my nanny. I can do Vlogmas. And now the other thing has been that I feel way sicker with this pregnancy. My first one, it was such a breeze. I felt like I was rocking pregnancy. And this time around, I'm just like, I'm tired more. I feel more sick. Morning sickness is still kind of a thing. And I still have a cough. So when I cough, it kind of triggers my gag reflex, which is awful. And so, yeah, just like a few things that are kind of driving me bananas. And yeah, other than that, it's been good, but that's kind of why I feel like I've had to like cut back a little bit because I'm also trying to rest. I'm trying not to overdo it, but also I think that sometimes when you're like worrying about things, it's better to just keep your mind occupied. So I'm doing the best I can. I'm still very excited about YouTube, still love makeup, still wish I had all the time in the world to sit and film. And so I'm just going to take advantage of the time that I have. But yeah, I just wanted to put it out there that I am having another baby and I'm excited. And I just wanted to share with you guys the story. And now let's get into the Lisa Aldrin stuff because I apparently suck at putting makeup on and talking at the same time. But I didn't think I was going to buy any of these because I had a feeling they were going to be so like blah. But honestly, she kind of got me with this one. So I'm pretty sure you guys, if you know me, you would have guessed I got the Sorcery palette. And this was like 68 bucks. So it's definitely not cheap. But here's a little close up. I mean, she definitely does like custom packaging. And she posted a very long YouTube video about these. So you can make your own custom like 6-pan palette, or you can buy the shades individually. I just went for something that was pre-curated because I was very curious. So this palette has one matte, which is Trobudar. I don't know how to say it, sorry. So this one is a seamless matte. Then we have Grotto, which is a metallic. Madrigal, sorry, is a metallic. Mercurial is a luminous duo, which is basically a duochrome. Mage is a metallic, and Swan Song is a metallic. So let's go ahead and swatch because I'm really excited to see how these swatch. They feel really creamy, and oh my gosh, Lisa Eldridge just, I was watching her video and she just sat there and she just effortlessly did this like eye look, and I'm like, amazing, amazing. Like even her like most intense look just looks so effortless, almost like she was doing like a watercolor, which is definitely not the type of makeup I tend to do, but these are really pretty and they feel very creamy. Obviously, these don't feel like the indie eyeshadows that I'm used to because I really love a pigmented, very metallic, sparkly shadow. But I mean, there's some potential there. The duochrome's very, very pretty. So let's go ahead and do an eye look. I want like a, yeah, one of these. So the Sonia G Worker Pro, because it's like a blender slash shader brush. Okay, I was so busy telling my story, I forgot to put eyeshadow primer on, so I just put some on. I just used the Sigma base in Ignite. This is a really pretty green shade. I'm trying to think of what this formula reminds me of. I don't want to say Natasha Denona like a cream to powder, but kind of. And I'm really wishing I could remember all of the things that she said about her different formulas. But I really couldn't. But it was really fun to watch her because she just sat there and she almost did like a everyday look with each palette. And then she did a like more glam version by just adding different things to different parts of the eye. So I was really like appreciative of that. But this is a pretty matte. Like, it's definitely giving me like cream to powder vibes. I haven't watched any videos on this, so I am definitely curious to see what other YouTubers that picked this up think. I'm actually kind of surprised by myself for picking this up, but yeah, I was just so curious because I really thought she did a fabulous job of explaining everything in her video. And this green shade is just like so stunning. How pretty is that? Okay, how stunning is this shade? I'm like in love with it. Okay, so it's time to put on some metallics. I'm gonna go in with this dark green shade. I'm just gonna stick with this brush because I think it's gonna work perfectly for what I need to do. So I'm just gonna put that on the outer corner and kind of blend it in word, but mostly keeping this on the outer corner. Oh my god, this is so pretty. This is so freaking pretty. I'm shocked, if I'm being honest, because I was not expecting to love this as much. Next, I'm going to go into this shade, and I'm just going to bring that in. Oh, they're so sparkly. So sparkly. Okay, and then I want to use the duochrome on the inner corner and kind of blend it a little bit as well. So let me grab a different brush. Maybe I'll try this one. This is the Sigma and Samantha Ravindal Detail Blending. And I'm going to grab that duochrome and I just kind of want to blend that. And I'm blending it a little bit into the crease too, because I kind of didn't put that matte green shade in the inner corner. And I'm just going to take the duochrome and just kind of sweep it on the lid as well, because why not? Oh my goodness, I feel like a sparkly little Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, that is so nice. Just feels very like well made. I don't know. This is like the energy I need from like a Tom Ford or like a Chanel or Dior quint if I'm gonna buy one, you know what I mean? Okay, kind of random, but I'm gonna use this Seafoam shade from BH Cosmetics. It's called Shimmer Teal. And I think I'm just gonna stick to the Sigma brush, although I think this might be a little bit big for my under eyes, but let's try it. Let's try it. Also, you guys, I'm gonna post this video the day I'm filming it, I think, if I have time to edit it. Sigma let me know that my Sigma favorite set is actually part of their Black Friday deal, which I didn't know about when we launched last week. So I apologize for not being able to give you guys a heads up, but it is currently extra discounted. So it's already 20% off from its actual value, which is like 108, I believe, to 84. And now you can get it for $71.40, I think. So it's about $12 off from the launch price. So if you guys were maybe saving up, or you were like, you know, I really want it, but I can't afford it, which is totally understandable. I just want to let you guys know that it is currently on sale in case, and it'll be on sale till November 27th, I think they told me. So now's your chance to grab it if you wanted it. Obviously, like I said in my announcement video, don't feel any pressure. You don't have to buy anything to support me. I just wanted to make a PSA because I love a deal and I'm sure you guys do too. So just wanted to let you guys know. I feel very, very sparkly. Sorry, I'm moving my head around so much because I'm like looking at myself in my mirror because I'm like, I kind of love. Okay, so I have some lippies to try out from her as well. I bought two. I bought the shade Cinnabar from, I think this was last year's collection, because it was stunning, but I didn't want to place an order. This was the only thing I wanted, so I picked it up this year. I'm so happy she restocked it. Look at this color. It's like a beautiful, I think this is like a terracotta. I don't want to swatch it because it's so pretty. So here is the shade Cinnabar. Okay, let me just do it for science. Okay, no, I don't want to put it on my lips because I think I want to wear Sorcery. So it's like a red, but it's like a terracotta red. So I'm very, very excited. These, by the way, are so nice. They're like magnetic and fancy, and they're like $36. I think I spent like $100 something on her website, which is probably not exactly what I wanted to spend, but I couldn't help it. And then this is Sorcery. So these are the two shades, Cinnabar and Sorcery, and I want to use Sorcery on my lips today because I am wearing the Sorcery palette on my eyes. And I have been picking at my lips because it's super dry here. But her formula is so good, I think it's going to cover it right up. Now she does sell matching lip liners, but if you guys know me, I'm not a big lip liner gal. And I can't remember how much they were, but I didn't grab any of the lip liners. I'm sure she makes fabulous lip liners though. This shade is so pretty. It almost has like a plum vibe to it. Does anybody else see it? Or is it just me? Anyway, I'm going to spray my face quick and then we're going to try a new mascara. Okay, so the mascara I want to try out is this one from City Beauty. They sent this my way. This is the Volumizing Treatment Ultra Pigmented Beyond Mascara, Nourishing and Volumizing Buildable Mascara for Younger Looking Lashes. It has biotin and plant extract, and I'm so curious about this because somebody I follow on Instagram, they're not like necessarily like an influencer, but they have like a large following, and she was talking about their like Black Friday sale, and she did like a demo of this mascara, and her lashes look so voluminous after she applied it because she did like one side with the mascara and one side without the mascara, and I'm like, wait a second, do I have that mascara? Because I need to try it. So this is what it looks like. It has that soft touch packaging. I'm so curious to know if you guys have tried this. I'm so curious to know if I got played. But I've been loving the makeup, so I'm excited to try this mascara that they sent me. I actually don't know how much this is, so I should probably look it up, but I like the brush. It's like kind of a fibrous brush, and I'm just gonna see. My Tower 28 has been my favorite mascara this year so far. So, okay, it's not as volumizing as it looked on her on Instagram, but also I feel like, you know, mascara definitely gets better with time after it's been open, you know, to thicken up a little bit. And like her lashes just like, holy smokes, it was like, looked like she had falsies on one eye. So let's give that a second to dry. So this is just one coat on my lashes. This one has no mascara. And so while this one's drying, I'm gonna put some on this eye because I wanna layer this up and see how it does. But yeah, you guys, I'm sorry. I feel like I should have made a separate announcement video, but I figured let's just do it all together. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I've made that very clear. Please do not attack me for saying that I feel overwhelmed because it's a true feeling that I have. But I'm very, very excited to have another little one. I think that if I had given it more thought, I might have talked myself out of having another one. So I feel like, you know, sometimes the universe just works in mysterious ways and life just works in mysterious ways. And so I think in the end everything will be okay and my nerves will be okay. But yeah, I'm really, really excited. I'm trying not to move too much because I don't want to get mascara everywhere, but here's one coat and then this is two on this eye now. So I'm gonna wait for this side to dry and I'm gonna do this eye. But yeah, it definitely doesn't look as impressive as the lady I was watching on Instagram, but I will continue to use this, that's for sure, and keep you guys posted because, you know, maybe it'll be different the next time. Maybe it'll be better. I definitely feel like it's giving it some definition, but now I feel like my lashes are sticking together, which makes it look like I have 5 lashes, so maybe I should give it a little bit more time to dry. I kind of want to do a third coat, so I'll just do that off camera and I will be right back with some earrings. Okay friends, so here is the finished look. What do you guys think? Definitely let me know down in the comments. Are you surprised? Are you impressed? Are you like, Karen, obviously it was gonna be amazing? Let me know all of your thoughts down below. Now let me go ahead and share some of my thoughts with you guys so that we can wrap up this video. Okay, so as far as the new products from Lisa Eldridge, because these are the star of the show in my opinion, I'm really excited. I think the Sorcery palette needs to go in my little Shop My Stash. I'm excited for the little pouch too. I really wanted to buy this lip color, but I had to be real with myself and I just didn't think I would get much use out of it, so I did decide to skip it. But this is so cute. I don't know that I would buy any more of these. I mean, maybe I could see myself buying the neutral one if I was to kind of like give up all my makeup and I just wanted like a little staple 6-pan palette. I could see maybe going that route, but this is spectacular. The lip colors, I'm so excited to play with. I really like this color. I think it looks a little berry on me. I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing things, but so far, very, very glad that I placed that order. The new highlighter palette from SugarDrizzle is so cute. I think my favorite thing about this, other than the shades that are included, is the size of this. This is gonna be so much easier to store than some of my other highlighter palettes. So I love that. I think I'm gonna have to throw this one in my Shop My Stash too. And as far as the new products from Kaleidos, I really liked the 3-pan like bronzer palette. So I'm definitely gonna be playing with those some more. Not 100% sure about how to use these, but I will definitely educate myself and keep you guys posted on that. The mascara from City Beauty is definitely gonna need to be tried some more because I am so curious to see if it'll get better with time. I feel like it really like separated and lengthened my lashes, but I don't feel like it gave me as much volume as I was hoping. And I feel like I have a decent amount of lashes, so the jury's still out on that. The Lisa Eldridge foundation looks really good. I haven't worn this in a long time. It's definitely like a natural finish foundation. And if we are foundation shade twins, I would recommend shade 22 for you guys. And as far as the Sephora blush goes, this one was really nice and I felt like it was very pigmented. With Starla, I feel like I had an expectation of it showing up on me, and I think it did, but I don't know. I need to play with this some more. I've never been one to gravitate to Benefit's blushes, and I know they had a massive expansion, so I was very curious. But yeah, the jury's still out on that one. This blush was impressive. I really like the pigmentation. Is this like a unique shade for my collection? No, absolutely not. So I feel like, I mean, I have this shade like 100 times over, but I'm very, very curious to see what other shades they have. I could definitely see myself picking some more out in a future Sephora sale. But that is it, you guys. That is it for this big announcement slash get ready with me slash testing new makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry if this was a million years long, but obviously we had a lot to discuss. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye!